Hello and welcome to the Papare show, where we talk about the upcoming rugby season. I'm Esala and we have with us Vinod. We have seen some rugby tournaments take place in the past few weeks, and we have seen that Esala College, Kingswood and Trinity have really come out with great performances, and especially Kingswood. I have to say they have brought in that form from last year, and they have, I think, given out a message to the rest of the sides.
Definitely, as in the last season, Kingswood finished league champions and they seem to have kicked off from where they left last season. Already they won the sevens tournament and they were looking good at the sevens tournament, so they should look to also become league champs this year. They've got a lot of senior players in the team, so they should look to actually capitalize on that and bring the league title back to Candy once again.
And there is a lot of talk about this Trinity outfit, because you can see from the results, because they are not a sevens side. They have hardly played in sevens in the past few years, but they have come into this sevens tournament and come up to the finals, and they eventually lost to a better side, which was Kingswood.
Definitely, as the Trinity College, they've never played sevens in the last few years, but definitely this team seems to be giving out warning signals to all the rest of the teams, looking very good. And we can just, like, if you look at the sevens team and you look at the 15s, everyone else should know that Trinity is going to be a tough game, and to get past them, to score against them is going to be quite tough.
Yes, and when we were there, when we were at Trinity College, and when we were interacting with the Trinity boys, what they were mainly saying was that they wanted to take what was theirs last year, because they thought that league title was taken from them by Kingswood.
Once again, as correct again, Trinity last year lost out in the last minute, last game they lost to Kingswood. This year they lost to Kingswood again at the 7th, so they'll be out for vengeance, I'm sure. And experienced team, half of last year there this year, so they'll be back with that vengeance and want to win for sure.
So then we talk about the Esala side, who is always known for their speed and their commitment, and they have a very particular game, which I think Kingswood slightly follows in that style. They have that run and pass game, which is lovely to watch.
Open rugby is their style and they mastered it, I would say. Over the years, Esala has always been famous for that kind of rugby, and they'll bring that this year as well. And the other teams again have to watch out for that. And also looking at that, Esala the St. Thomas's team, they're normally known for their pack. And this year, how do you think they'll go about business?
Well, the Thomen side is filled with a lot of experienced players. When I say experience, it doesn't necessarily mean colorsmen, but there are guys who have played last year, and I think from 2006 they've been playing, they've been in the squad, they've been reserves, they've been tried for certain matches. So they've been there, they've worn that blue black team jersey, so they know what it is like to get on their feet and play for St. Thomas's. So it should be a solid 15 who gets on the park on the 24th when they win the Royal team.
Yeah, like you said, big outing for St. Thomas's straight away, even for Royal College for that matter. The Gunaratna Trophy, a lot at stake, and both teams will be out to make a difference and make their mark on the start of the season.
Yes, Thomen's not having won the trophy for a couple of years will definitely bring it back.
Yes. And Royal, on the other hand, a lot of seniors again. What do you think, Asal, about the Royal?
Well, the Royal team did look solid when we went to watch their practice game against Prince of Wales. They have some areas to improve, but I'm sure that there is a certain period for them to go when they play the first match. So I'm sure that by that time they'll cover whatever flaws they have, and I'm sure that they'll have a polished game plan when they come.
Yeah, they definitely need to polish their game plan up, because Royal, Esala and Peters as their first 3 games, not the easiest teams in the league. They should be very hard opposition, so they should try to pick their game up from where they were last week. Very good last week, but should try to look to improve from where they were definitely. Looking at the other teams, as in the new teams coming into the league, what do you think of that?
Well, definitely St. Joseph's and Maharam have proved themselves to come up to the division last year. They they performed excellently, and they displayed some terrific rugby. So the Mahanama side has been known for their power rugby, but St. Joseph's side, they have won the Ladies Attitude Trophy after a lapse of I think 7 years last year against St. Thomas's, and so they would bring that confidence in definitely when they're coming in for this season. And so you could see some sort of statement that those two teams would make when they come into the A division.
And when we look at the other teams, we've got Dilshan Paul leading St. Peter's, a young team, but they too, St. Peter's, have done well in the past. What do you think? How should they go around their season this year?
Well, coached by one of the best, Sanath Martis, he definitely knows what he's doing. So I think the St. Peter's team is a team to look out for.
Yeah, definitely St. Peter's. Sanath Martis, under-19 coach, brings a lot of mixture into the team. And they've got a lot of key players, good players in key positions. So they'll look to really punch holes in the defences and try to get through and try to make themselves a winning outfit as well. Esala, we've got the new rules coming in international rugby this year, coming into the schoolboy circuit. And international, we've seen quite open, fast rugby being played. And how do you think that would actually help? Do you think it would be a big impact on the boys this year?
Well, this being the first year that all the schools are adopting those new rules, they'll find it a bit difficult. We might see a lot of free kicks, a lot of penalties, because they wouldn't know exactly what should be done out there. Because talking to some of the sides, what I figured out was that most of the sides are still not used to all the new rules.
Yeah, that's true. Isipatana would have a big advantage there because with the open rugby coming in, it will just suit their style more. And other teams definitely will have to watch out for that. The quick taps, and they'll just work the line wide, the fast wingers, and that's what they're known for. So they would really
definitely
capitalize.
The fast men will definitely be used, and the game will move way faster than it was seen before. There will be lesser amount of kicks, more tries scored, and it's going to be spectator oriented basically.
Yeah, that's going to be good. Like we say, it will be lovely to see the crowds gathering in to watch all the school games. Every season it does happen, but this season hopefully there'll be a lot more to see this nice kind of rugby. Other than that, Esala, what else do you think we're in for this season?
Well, with 8 top teams vying for that A division title, I'm sure that we are in for some crunching games, some blockbuster games, because each week, because these teams can't take one easy game, because all 7 games are important. So they can't say that this particular side is weak and go 50% into that game. So every game should be an all-important game, because it should be, if you lose, you move on to B division.
So it's almost like a do-or-die situation for most of the teams this season.
Every match.
So you'll have to be out there 50, give it your 100%. Half-hearted stuff just won't work this season. Every team's going to be up there. Everyone's looking for that league title this year. So it's going to be tough, and at the end of the day, whoever was the toughest should come out as league champions, as we all know.
And you should keep in mind that there are many teams in the B division that are knocking on the door.
Yes, you see, top schools, Wesley, Ananda College, St. Anthony's, they've been there. They've seen it all, but they've just gone down this year to the B division, so they'll be trying to get up there as well. So that should be interesting as well, how the B division rugby pans out and how that happens.